We begin with chaos, not in a failed state, not in a war zone, but in the English Channel, one of the busiest shipping lanes in the world. Over 500 migrants in a small boats tried to cross into the United Kingdom in one single day. Yes, just let that sink in. That's not a trickle, guys. That's a surge. And of course, it's exposing the Britain border control, and it's also exposing our immigration policies, and of course, it's exposing the political promise from the politicians, of course. And this is not just a British problem. It's a European crisis. It's a global failure. And today, of course, here on the Baraka Show, we bring you the receipts. And we also bring you visual evidence from the water itself. Yes, they are bad. They don't look pretty good, so viewer discretion advised. Now, let's begin. On July 30th, lifeboats from Dover, Ramsgate, Warmer and Dungeness were scrambled. Border force vessels were overwhelmed. French patrol boats were escorting dinghies into the UK water. Yes, I'm going to repeat that again. French patrol boats were exporting dinghies into the UK waters. Yeah, they were bringing them here. Even one senior maritime security source called it a complete chaos. And guys, this was not an accident. This was a coordinated. Smugglers exploited the weather, yes, the clear skies, the calm waters, and they launched dozens of boats. And the UK, of course, was caught off guarded again. Yes, we are always off guarded. Now take a look at how chaotic it looks in the sea. It looks pretty bad, guys. Watch this video.
Helicopter! Come on! Helicopter! Head me, guys! Please! Please! Please!
Right, that way, Panda.
Hey, give me on!
Right.
Arm.
Come on. Okay.
Pull, kick. Yeah, okay, go. He's in.
Right.
This way.
Hey. Have you got it? Over. Come.
Help over here!
Come on. Come on. Right, go, back, go.
I've got it.
Right.
Now let's talk about the numbers, because this is important. In 2025 alone, over 25,000 migrants have crossed the channel illegally. Just a quick pause, guys. I need your help. We need your help, because this machine have tried everything. They've deplatformed us once. They've shadow banned us, as you can see from the views. Blacklisted us, and the channel remains demonetized. You wanna know why? Because we report on something that they don't want you to know. But guess what? We're still here. We're still standing, broadcasting raw, unfiltered truth right through the technocrat machine that they want you to live in. They want your system. They want everybody to live in this machine, so then they can surveil and control and see what you're saying, see what you're not saying. But we resist that. But I have to be honest with you. Yeah, we are running a little bit thin, and we need your help to keep this channel alive, because the bills, they can't pay themselves, as we already know it. The system, the server, the little crew that we got, the little studio that we have right now, it's all powered by you. All the donation that we get, it keeps this alive. It keeps the crew alive. And yes, I get it. They want to silence us. They want to shut down the show, because yeah, it's the last firewall between you and the psychological warfare that they call news. Because we tell the truth. We don't control the news. We give it to you raw, and you make your own decision with it. But here's the good news though, because There's many of us than them. Because we got a lot of freedom-loving warriors here listening to us like you. So, I'm asking you, every listener who can chip in a few quid a month or once, not only gonna make us survive, but expand the team and expand the mission. So I'm asking you to keep us on air, keep the mission alive, and keep this voice on chain. Not just my voice, many other people who are asking for help too. So if you're able to, if you can, go to the link in the description, the first link in the description, just leave something, leave a donation. It could be 50p, it could be £50, 500, it could be anything. We appreciate it. And I want you to know this is not charity, this is a resistance. We're not here to beg, we're here to fight, as you already been seeing us fight. But with your help, we win, and we always win, always. Let's get back into the video. And that's more than a population of Dover. Yes, that's right. And of course, this latest surge could push the total even higher. Yes, that's assuming they actually count all of them, because I know the government's number is always lower. If the government tell you 25, you can times that by 3. The UK government says it's cracking down on this activity. Prime Minister Keir Starmer promised and told Donald Trump that it's smashing the gang. Well, the gang's still operating, the boats are still coming, and the channel is a highway for illegal migration.
Stop the windmills, and I mean, there's a couple of things I could say, but on immigration, you better get your act together. You're not going to have Europe anymore. You got to get your act together. And we, as you know, last month we had nobody entering our country. Nobody. Shut it down. And we took out a lot of bad people that got there with Biden. Biden was a total stiff. And what he allowed to happen, but you're allowing it to happen to your countries. And you got to stop this horrible invasion that's happening to Europe. Many countries in Europe. Some people, some leaders have not let it happen. And they're not getting the proper credit they should. I could name them to you right now, but I'm not going to embarrass the other ones. But stop. This immigration is killing Europe. And the other thing, stop the windmills, killing the beauty of your countries. Thank you very much, everybody.
Now let's talk about the people, these people who are on the boats. The people that are coming from Afghanistan, Syria, Sudan, Eritrea, and Iran. Some, of course, are fleeing war. Some are fleeing poverty, and others are just economic migrants. And some are just not who they say they are, not who they claim to be. The UK has a legal process for asylum. Yes, that system that we have that process the asylum, right? But when 500 people come into the country in one day, the system will collapse. The processing center will be overwhelmed, overflow. And the resources, as we've seen, they're stretching really thin. And of course, the public's patience for this is wearing out, as you can see from all the protests that we've seen in the country. This is not a trend of, oh, this is happening, or we have a problem in the country just for a bit. No, this is a political crisis, as I mentioned. The Conservative government, in 14 years of their rule, they promised to stop the boats. They passed the Illegal Migration Act. They passed a lot of laws for this. They signed a deportation deal with Rwanda. They spent millions on border patrols, but none of it worked. Boats were still coming in. The courts were stopping the deportation order, and the public is still asking, what the heck is going on? Even myself, I'm writing this thing, I'm researching this thing, I'm like, what is going on? And of course, this is not just happening in Britain. It's happening in Italy. Italy is overwhelmed. Greece, they are struggling. France is frustrated, and Germany is divided. They don't know what they're doing. The European Union has failed. Yes, they failed. They have failed to create a unified migration policy. Border states, of course, are bearing the burden. Northern states are reaping the reward, the benefits. And the smugglers, yes, they're exploiting the gap in between. Now, of course, we are losing. A lot of people are losing. Now, let's talk about the winners. Yeah, it's important. You have to follow the money. Somebody's winning. The smugglers are winning. They are charging thousands of dollars per person. They use WhatsApp to coordinate the movement. And they also use weather. They modify the weather. They monitor the weather. And then they operate with pure impunity. This, of course, is an organized crime and is thriving because the government is failing to stop it. So what will be the solution, eh? More patrols, more laws, more deportation, more censorship, more control. Is that going to be the solution here? Because none of it will work. There needs to be a global strategy. We need to cooperate. Countries need to cooperate between origin countries. And we need to cooperate with the transit countries. Yeah, with the country that they go past. We need to cooperate with those guys too. And we also need to cooperate with the country where they're going to. Yeah, Britain. All these countries needs to cooperate. We need one path, one law that stop these people from operating this. And we need, of course, a fast asylum process. And of course, we need to shut down this economy that's thriving for the last 10 years now, we can say. Of course, I want to put this out there. Migration is not a crime. I was not born here. I came here. My parents sought asylum when I was really young. I came into this country and I've embraced it. I love it here. It's like, I don't know else where I can call home. Now, of course, seeking asylum is not illegal. I want to put that out there. But entering one's country without their permission is. And the chaos is not passion, it's not compassion. Seeing people drown, that is not compassion. And of course, policies without enforcement is just politics. Duh. The English Channel is becoming a symbol of this, a symbol of desperation, a symbol of failure, and of course, a symbol of broken promises. Unless our leader like Keir Starmer, unless our leader like Keir Starmer go out there and act and stop talking and stop tweeting, really go out there and do the acting, then this chaos will become normal if they don't act very soon. Now, that is me for today. Of course, as you already know, this story is not just about the boats. It's about the border. It's about a system that is broken, and it's about the people that's caught in between. I'm Baraka, and you've been watching The Baraka Show. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We are trying to change things here. We are trying to give you the facts. No noise anymore. Straight, direct fact. I hope you're liking the new way. Thank you so much. Hand to the head salute. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. You've been silenced for very long, and every time you try to resist, they put you in jail.
For my children.
You've controlled your mind for so long to the point where you let them decide what your kids should learn, what gender they will be. And now you've let them to come for the whole nation, destroying what Britain once stood up for. They use this media machine not to report the facts to you, but to tell you what to think and what you should do.
Always be careful.
They're hiding the facts behind the noise, and they're recruiting pedophiles to tell you how to behave. And these politicians who meant to protect you, they're out there smashing your head on the ground. And no jail time for them. This road we've been on has been very dark for a very long time, and it's time to shine a light on the truth and advocate for justice. We the people make the nation, and if we don't stand up and advocate for justice, then we certainly won't make this nation great again. So we have to create a place for that, a place that can contribute to a more informed society. And that place is Next Frontier Media.